Give my $20.
I got money in the bank.
Welcome back to our channel. I'm Justin.
And I'm Chelsey. Don't forget to subscribe and join our family.
The mission of our channel is to inspire, encourage, and inform you on how to be the best version of yourself.
All right, so we are on week 4 of our challenge, and this week's challenge is finances. We need to overcome in our finances.
Financial fitness is the goal, and you cannot be the best version of yourself unless you are focusing on making your money work for you. Many of us, we have, 9 to 5s, we have traditional jobs, but some of us have entrepreneurial type of roles where we're able to make our own money, set our own hours. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're all taking practical steps to ensure that we can make our money work for us in 2020. We are not, disclaimer, CPAs, we're not financial advisors. We are just trying to give you a very simple version of how you can make your money work for you and using simple tools that many of us may be using today, but many of us might not be using. So just a few steps for you guys on how you can make your money work for you in 2020.
Okay, we're gonna focus on debt. A lot of people in this world has debt. And another terminology for debt is like we are a slave to the government, to our mamas, our daddies. Sally Mae. We are a slave to somebody, and I don't want to be a slave anymore.
Not my whole life.
No. We're supposed to be free. But debt is a big deal, and a lot of us have debt. And one thing that we should try to accomplish this year, one thing that I'm definitely going to accomplish this year is to be free from debt. So what I would recommend in regards to debt is the snowball effect. I learned this from Dave Ramsey. He's a financial, I don't know if you ever heard of Financial Peace University. It's all about helping you be set free from debt and increase your savings account. So the snowball effect is starting small with your smaller bill and attacking it like crazy, attacking it as much as you can, still paying your minimum fees on everything else, but attacking this one until it goes down. And then you would do the next smallest one, and then the next one and next one until you are debt free. But instead of starting large with the larger bills, it's better to start with the smaller ones because then you can see it progress quicker, and it is a lot easier to do that and focus on that one. You can also, if you want to focus on ones that have high interest, then you can attack those ones first as well. But it's your preference, but I do recommend starting small, then big, or starting with the highest interest and then moving forward.
So check your interest rates. I think that's one thing that many of us have not done with our credit cards or our mortgages or our car notes. Check your interest rates so that you are able to know what bill you can probably focus on with the snowball effect, and then you'll be able to focus on the others that have less interest that's accompanied with those bills.
Also, the goal is to be debt-free. So whatever you can do, if you would need to get a second job, if you need to have a side hustle, whatever it is, it's temporary, whatever job it is, so you can pay off this debt, so you can be free, because all your money is going to somebody else when you can have it for yourself. So it's just like, let's not be slaves to these people. Let's have our own money so we can have the good life.
Yeah, exactly. So we have debt, and now let's talk savings. Many of us have a savings account, whether it's a passive savings account like an IRA or a 401k, but a lot of us have our own personal savings account. And I think it's really important for us to realize that, a lot of times people say always pay yourself first. I would think pay yourself first in terms of putting money into your savings account. Many times, especially, people who are like us, our millennials, we're always doing things that are fun. We're always paying for food, always buying whatever it is. So we're pretty much doing a good job of taking care of ourselves. So just make sure that you are putting money into your slush fund, into your savings account. Even if you have that IRA, even if you have that 401k, do be sure to put some money aside because it will come in handy on a rainy day. I know for me, when I lost my job, back in 2014, that was a very tumultuous experience for me. But the only two things that allowed me to get through that experience, one was God and the peace that he gave me, and two, my savings. From a passive standpoint, 401k, as well as my personal savings, I would have completely fell flat if I didn't save. So do make sure that in this season you save and maybe have different accounts for, if you want a trip that you're going on, save money in a different account, but there should be one account that's set aside for any type of personal things that you may need down the road, any type of personal investments that are big down the road that you might be thinking about. Just make sure that you're thinking about that savings account and not looking at it as something that you don't have to worry about.
So one of the challenges would be to at least save $1,000, and that would be your emergency fund. So if something happened, it's not tons of money, but if something happens, at least you have $1,000 to fall back with. Before you chop down the debt, before you do anything else, try to raise up that money and have a savings, because it's very important. I know there's some people that don't have any savings and they just kind of live off the one account. Have a separate account where you can transfer money into, where you don't touch it unless you desperately need to, or you can also have 10%, 5%, whatever percentage transferred from your paycheck into your savings account. So you don't even see that money, so you don't have to be hurt when it's lost because it's just going right. You're automatically paying yourself.
No, that's a great point, to save $1,000, because many people, like you said, don't have a savings account, or they have like $10, $20, $100. You really cannot do anything with $100 if you are in desperate need. You can't do a bunch with $1,000, but you can do enough that can sustain you for a little period of time. And if you can save $1,000, you can save $2,000, then you can save $5,000, then you can save $10,000. If you start small, you can get to the point where you'll have more money than you ever thought that you can save. And we've all done this. So it's something that you start small and you can gradually get to the point where you have more savings than you actually anticipated in your bank account. So we also want to talk about the fact that we are the generation that wants to live their best life. I know I want to live my best life. Chelsey want to live her best life. When there's a new event, we like to get some new outfits, new clothes. We like to go shopping. But at the end of the day, this is just a small message to our millennials out there. Do not go broke trying to buy clothing or trying to take adventures with your friends. Be cognizant of what you're putting on that credit card. Trust me, I'm with you when it comes to wanting to swipe and just forget about what I just swiped. We cannot do that in this season. We have to be very cognizant of what we are putting on our credit cards and making sure that we have budgets set in place. Chelsey's going to talk about budgets, but we want to just make sure that we're not spending too much in areas where we really could cut back on and do things in a little bit more of a frugal way. There's Groupon, there are tons of great apps that are available for us to still experience life, but save money on the back end so we're not going broke.
Yeah, so we have to have a budget. Budgets are very, very important. We can't just recklessly spend all over the place because then we don't know where our money's going. So we need to put $1 to everything that we spend. I would encourage that you write everything down, your bills, your expenses, everything that you want to do, your subscriptions, whatever it is, write it all down, identify what your money is going to. And then I would also encourage, for those that struggle with spending and budgeting, is when you get paid, divide all your money and where it needs to go. If it's groceries, if it's shopping, you'll have your budget set on paper, or there's apps that you can do this as well. And then once you have everything down, I would recommend taking the cash out and putting them in envelopes. Label them groceries, label them shopping, manicure, pedicure, whatever you want to do. Put them in separate envelopes and use cash, because that will eliminate using your credit card, eliminate your debit card, and when the cash is gone, it's gone. And you don't want to go over your budget. You are within your budget and you have to just wait till the next paycheck. But that will help you maintain discipline and be consistent in your budget. I know that swiping your card is so much easier, but if you have a budget in place and stick to it, eventually it'll be a lot easier in the future.
It's crazy. I did not have a legit budget until I was like 27. 27, I know, judge me. 27. And I think a lot of you out there, you don't have budgets, you're just living your life. And I'm not judging you, trust me, I was there with you, but if we take these steps and just apply it to our lives, we'll have a little bit more, left in the savings account, or we'll have a little bit less on the side of debt. So do be sure to, take these little tips and apply it to your everyday life, and you'll see change pretty quickly. So I know a lot of us, this is the day and age where a lot of us want to be homeowners. Chelsey and I both own our own separate homes, and we did it as an investment, and we think that you should consider it. It's not for everyone. A lot of people want to get up and they want to go, and they don't want to be tied to a property. When you have a property, it's a little difficult. Think about making investments instead of just giving all of your money to a landlord and they get the tax break at the end of the year. So we want to be smarter about making our money work for us. And do know, a lot of people, they spend years and they do a lot of hard work saving money to build a home. But I was someone who actually didn't do that. I didn't spend years or months saving a lot of money to buy a home. It was a favor of God, and I had enough favor as well to give me the ability to find a brand new home, have it built, and go about my way. So do know that even if your situation doesn't look perfect, mine didn't look perfect. I got a first-time homeowner's loan, and it came with a lot of benefits and a lot of things that I honestly needed in the process of buying a home. So do know that there are ways to get support in that pursuit of getting your own personal home or making investments. You're welcome to reach out to us or reach out to any other realtor, financial advisor. They'll be more than happy to get you guys up to speed so that you can transition out of renting and into owning your own home.
So overall, make your money work for you. You want to be able to take in all the money that you can, not selfishly, but not give it away so easily to the government or to people that you're in debt to. You want to give freely to people. That's why I encourage tithing is such a blessing when you give and able to give to your church. That is such a big deal. It's not giving to the people of the church, it's giving to your community as a whole. So I truly encourage tithing. It has blessed me because I'm willing to sacrifice. It's not something that I'm just like, oh, I have to give. It's a sacrifice. And when I'm able to sacrifice my money, then my money isn't my Lord. And that is a big life change when you realize that your money isn't God. It's not. Money comes and goes, but you have to be able to make it work for you and give freely and give wholeheartedly to people that are in need. But don't be giving to the government and be in debt. If you want to give to the government, it should be a nice gift, but not because you're in debt. Okay.
And do know money's not bad. A lot of people like to say that money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil.
That's
you cannot
wrong.
Do things without money. The love of money is the root of all evil. So we don't want you to be so tied to your money that you're burying it. You don't take your money with you when you go on to the next destination. So we want you to spend your money and have smart investments. But no, money's not a bad thing. And know that you can have it. Whether your parents had it, whether you've known to have it in the past, you can have it as long as you take some very mature steps to building up your savings, shaving off some debt, and actually doing things that allow your money to work for you so that you can have more and give freely. So we hope this blesses you guys, helps you. If you knew all of this, you are already on the road to becoming the best version of yourself. And if you didn't know something, or if you learned something during this video, we want you to take it home and ensure that you're able to, again, make your money work for you in this new year. So I'm not finished talking.
So we have some challenges. So challenge number 1, have an emergency fund.
Yeah.
Save at least $1,000. Get to that level, put it in your bank, save some money.
And do a challenge with your friends. Like, let's save $1,000. The person who gets $1,000 first, I don't know, give them a prize.
Yeah, like treat them
to Fridays. Don't take them there. But yeah.
Challenge number 2, debt. Start doing the snowball effect. Start killing that debt. Go hard, okay? Challenge number 3. What's challenge number 3?
I don't know
either. Challenge number 3, set a budget. Write everything down or use an app. Whatever you can do. Put all your money to wherever you are planning to spend. Lay it all out so you know exactly what you're spending. If you want to do the envelopes, that's fine. If not, just have a budget and try to be consistent so you can become the best version of yourself. Those are the 3 challenges. I know for me and Justin, we're planning to do a no spending fast this month. It's gonna be a struggle. You may come back and see me really, really skinny because I ain't getting no food. But it's all right because I'm trying to pay off.
But that bank account gonna be fat though.
You're right. I may not be eating. I got money. So whatever you want to do, just get out there and start making money and start saving money and start killing that debt.
Until next time, guys, I'm Justin.
And I'm Chelsey.